Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, as promised, I am showing you how to alter your clothes from high waist to low waist. This was a comment request left in one of my videos, so if there's any videos you guys would like to see from me, please feel free to comment and I will try my best to make it happen for you guys. Before we get into the alterations, there are a few things that you need to know before you consider altering your clothes. So just a disclaimer, I am a beginner sewer, so if there's any professionals out there who's gonna watch this video, don't judge me. I just did a few classes in high school and the rest of what I know and do is self-taught from YouTube and however I decide to do it in my head. So just a disclaimer that I'm not a professional, so take my advice with a grain of salt. And in saying that, if you are not a professional as well, which I'm guessing is why you're watching this video, don't alter your clothes that you really like, that you want to keep. Test it out on your old PJ pants that you wear to bed that you don't mind ruining and you don't mind getting rid of if things don't work out. The second need to know is that this video is not denim friendly. So if you have any denim pieces that you want to alter from high waist to low waist, I would suggest taking it to a professional because denim requires a special machine to use. Like, you will ruin your machine. The amount of machines the amount of needles I broke trying to alter my denim jeans, I just don't suggest it, especially if you're starting out. If you're not very good at sewing, take it to a professional. They will do a better job at it than you will. The third disclaimer, and this is the most important disclaimer, is always measure your waistline where you want it to sit against the size of your pants. So whatever fits you perfectly high-waisted is not going to be good to alter to low waist. You're going to want to size up 1 or 2 sizes up depending on how big your booty is so that they sit comfortably where you want them to sit. That's the third disclaimer. That's what I did. I looked at the measurements on the shops online, or I took a measuring tape to the thrift store and I measured my waist against the pants, and then I was like, okay, yeah, these are high waist pants that I can wear low waist, that I can alter into low waist. So that's something that I would suggest doing, especially on Depop. People are really good with that. They will tell you like the waistline of the pants, and sometimes you could just look at it and you can just be like, I know those pants aren't low rise, but she's saying they're low rise. But I'm like, it's okay, it's my waistline, so I can alter it to be my perfect low rise pants. That's the third disclaimer. It's the most important one. Keep that in mind. Yeah, that's all the disclaimers I have. That's all the needs to know I have. Let's just get into this video. So the first thing you're going to want to do is put your pants on inside out, and you're going to want to make marks on where you want your low-rise pants to sit. So I just used a permanent marker because I didn't have any fabric markers that you could wash off, but even chalk would do if you have that as well, if you have black pants. And I basically just marked around my body where I wanted to sit. I just did a few dots around my torso. So here I was actually trying to make the shorts a little shorter in the front, but I decided not to do this because I was actually quite happy with how they were, and yeah, it's just adding more work than what was necessary, so I just left them as they were. So after your rough markings, you're gonna kind of want to fine-tune the markings that you left. So I just started from the center and measured out the distance between the waistband and the marking, and it came up to about 3 inches. So after that, I just made sure that the rest of the measurements, the markings across, were 3 inches, and then in the back I think it came up to about 2 or 1 inches. So I just made sure that the back was 1 inch or 1.5 inches going across, and obviously that's a little bit different from front to back. So I just tried to make sure that as it was coming down to the front, I gradually connected the 1.5 and 3 inches together, if that makes sense. So after you've marked everything out, now you can start unpicking everything. This step can be very, very tedious, so make sure you are sitting comfortably, watching a show, something, because some of these clothes are sewn together very well and it can take a long time to unstitch everything. So after you've unstitched everything, you should have your waistband and your shorts or your trousers. And before you cut anything, you're going to want to pin the waistband and the trousers to where you've marked them so that you can try them on to see if it's not too short or not too long, and then you can just make adjustments accordingly. I wouldn't suggest cutting anything quickly. Just always pin and check and pin and check before you cut anything, because once you cut something, there's no going back. So I actually didn't film this part, but after trying them on when they were pinned with the waistband, I realized it was still too high-waisted for me. So I just here am going back and fine-tuning it a bit more and taking off a few more inches. I still haven't cut anything, I'm just marking it a little bit lower. So I forgot to film myself trying on the pants again after I took off a few inches, so sorry about that. I just finished work, but now I'm finally cutting the shorts because I was happy with how they looked. Basically, just make sure you're always just trying on things as you go. Cut less rather than cutting more, because you can always take away, but you definitely cannot add to it. So yeah, just don't be scissor happy chopping away. That's a mistake that I've made in the past. Try things on, pin it on, try it on, and then if you're happy, then you can confidently cut. So I guess I finally came to my senses and remembered to show you guys what we're working with before we sew anything, but at this point I'd already cut the fabric and I was just trying it on to make sure that I was truly happy with how it was sitting, and obviously I was really feeling myself. Sorry for the really dark footage. I was filming this at my boyfriend's house after work and the sun was setting, but at this point I'm just sewing everything together because I was happy with how it looked. And yeah, after this I overlocked the ends of the fabric so that it wouldn't fray away, and I forgot to film it as well because I was getting a little tired and a little delulu. I forgot to press record sometimes, so yeah, there's no footage of me overlocking, but if you don't have an overlocker, just use the zigzag stitches on your sewing machine. So yeah guys, that's pretty much the finished product. This is how the shorts came out, and I'm really happy with how they look. And you can see that the reason why I left 1 inch instead of 3 inches in the back is because you want to account for your ass. Essentially, you don't want them to be the same size as the front because your butt's gonna make it a little shorter, so your bum crack will be out basically. And I'm sorry I didn't explain that very well, but I hope it kind of made sense as to how you guys can do it. But yeah, that's the finished product. So yes, that is all I have for you guys in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching and I hope it was helpful to you. I have my Instagram linked down below, so if any of you end up altering any of your clothes after watching this video, please send me a picture. I would love to see it. I would love to chat with you guys. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye!